Welcome, guys. Welcome to the stream. And today we are watching Ain versus Manchester City. This is going to be a big one. The scoreboard, I'll update. Don't worry. I was just having a little bit of a nap actually between this and the last game because I'm kind of tired. But here we go. We got some time before this match anyway. We got about a minute and 30 seconds. Hope everyone's doing well between these both matches. Let's go delete those. Ain. Let's get the background color here. A nice purple hue for Ain. And for City, we'll actually keep it, on a light blue there. Text color, we can do a black. Manchester City versus Ain. I do think City will win this one. Though Ain fans will be hoping that they can get some sort of result. Although it's going to be very challenging against this City side. This City side is looking very strong. And they have been, definitely a dominant side in this group. And this is actually the final game of round 2 for the Club World Cup. So, yeah, big one coming up here. And the game is about to start. I'll announce the lineups here for both sides. So, for Manchester City, very weird lineup. Ortega is in goal. Vardio, Akanji, and Kusanov are both all the centre-back trio. Ain Nouri is the new signing, and he's on the left mid. Gonzalez, Silva, and Nunez on the rest of the midfield there. The game has just started with a kickoff there for Ain. Ain are actually rocking weirdly, a blue kit, it seems like, which is going to be kind of weird. Ain in blue and Man City in, white. So maybe as well we'll change that. So City are in the white color and Ain are in the blue color, weirdly. Did not expect that today, but okay. Fair enough. And yes, score predictions in the chat, guys. Let me know what your score is for this match. I do think it's going to be a very big demolition, but, we never know with football. It could always be a bit different. Rahimi is starting for Ain as well. Just finishing the Man City lineup. Echeverry is in the forward position and Ilkay Gundogan as well. And Erling Haaland leading the top as the striker. Now for Ain, Issa is now the goalkeeper. They've switched out Rui Patricio. He's now remaining on the bench there. Issa was the former goalkeeper regardless. We have Rabia, Park, and Niang as the defenders. Jasic, Nanda, Al-Balushi, and Zabala as the midfield. Traore, Rahimi, and Chadli as the forwards there for Ain. Very different lineup to the first time round. Rahimi and I think Traore, the only ones who stay in this formation. Oh, of course, Park as well. But yeah, the rest of the formation is indeed different. But here we go. This is Manchester City with the ball in white. And City just passing this one to the right side here. This is going to be now Akanji just trying to find Nunez. And it's back all the way to the defense here. It's now Akanji now playing it to Kusanov. Long ball trying to find one of City's players there. It's going to be a goal kick for Ain. And this is going to be taken by Issa. Pep is the head coach, of course, for Manchester City. The coach for Ain is going to be Vladimir Ivic. You can't sleep, so you're listening to the stream while I try to get some sleep. No problem, Kieran. Yeah, I'll still be narrating here, regardless of you guys wanting to comment or not. But yeah, W's to everyone who is tuning in, Score predictions, yeah, still stand for me, a 7-0. But here's a chance. That is very close for Ain to get an opening goal, surprisingly. Looks like it's just offside. But Rahimi there bolting forward onto a loose ball. Really, Kusanov and Vardio should have got to that one. But no, they are not paying attention there. And yeah, just a very loose ball trying to find Rahimi. But yeah, Stefan Ortega just clears that one up nice and easy. And this is going to go on Akanji's side here. Akanji. There actually is a little bit of a shift in the lineup, honestly, with now it looks like Kusanov now playing right back. And there is going to be a 4-man back here with what looks like Ain Nouri now playing left back. So definitely a nice overlapping side here for Pep Guardiola's men. He's going to try and really, play with the new players in this game because he can, establish different connections through the field, what works best, especially against a team like Ain. And this looks to be offside here, and it's going to be a offside free kick for Ain. Bernardo Silva just straying a little bit offside here. Oh, it actually looks like he's handballed the ball. Yeah, so it's not offside, but there is a handball there. And let's see how Vladimir Ivic really reacts to this City side. Because if he does get a win against Man City, though it is unlikely, if he does get a win, he will be placed into, I think, third. He still has a goal difference deficit to deal with the -5 goal difference, which they can handle against Casablanca if they do really, try to push there for a couple of goals, Align. But yeah, as it stands, they're going to really need to, just try and secure the win here, basically. The win is all they can hope for. Even if it's a 1-0, a win is going to be a win for Align. And Ortega just passing it out here to Akanji. A little through there to Vardiol. Now it's going to be Aitnouri. And this is going to be what looks to be Nunez just trying to find some space through. And now it's Align with the ball here on a bit of a counter. And Rahimi just receiving out on this left side here. He is definitely the star player for Align's team. And it looks like he is just slightly fouled. Vardiol there. No, Kusanov. Yeah, just getting a foul there against Rahimi. Definitely rate Rahimi a lot. He's definitely a very good talent for Align and for Morocco. I do think maybe he will leave the team after the end of this year. I'm not sure if he's going to sign an extension to his contract. We'll have to see. But he is just so good. And this is Kusanov just passing it back to Akanji. And Akanji over to this left side here with Vardiol just bringing it upfield to Nunez. And this is now going to be a quick tap by Gonzalez over to Vardiol. The City side, very different to, the Premier League side that started off last season. Everyone's basically different here except for Erling Haaland, Gundogan and Vardiol. Everyone else is different. Maybe Akanji as well is a classic starter, but yeah, not the same City side we saw. Pep has really changed this team. Maybe for the better, we'll have to see. Definitely, they're going to be hoping so there, Pep Guardiola, that he has changed this team, for a better formation, better, fluency, a bunch of new young players, which is always good for a Premier League side to get, young talent, top young talent, especially with the likes of course, Kusanov, Aitnouri, Gonzalez. And that is going to be a play there for Rahimi. It looks like it's just going to be a free kick for Manchester City. And yeah, just a little bit of a foul actually from Chadley there, it looks like. It was actually Al-Balushi. Al-Balushi just doing a little bit of a tough tackle there on Vardiol. This is now Aitnouri. Gundogan. Now over to Kusanov and just back to Stefan Ortega. And Ortega is just going to pass this out. Nice in front to Gonzalez. Through ball by Gonzalez, just trying to find Nunez. And it's back straight to Aitnouri. And he's just going to pass over to the side there. It looks like Gonzalez is back with the ball. Over to this left-hand side, Aitnouri. And there is a little bit of a tussle there between Aitnouri and the Align player. And there is a little shot taken. And it looks like this is going to be a City corner there. Just a loose ball in the box. Not really cleared by Align. Which is, a bit of a challenge for them today. It's going to be a challenge to really stay defensively sound. Especially against the amount of attackers on the City team. Not even the main team either. So definitely we'll see, how, they may, adapt over time. There might be, some City changes that are really going to hurt. Align, for example, Omar Mamouche coming on. He is amazing. I'm surprised he didn't start this game, actually. Bernardo Silva staying in that left wing side. I really think Omar Mamouche should have really been the starter. But Bernardo is going to be taking this corner. Showing quality, of course, for Portugal. And now will he show it for Manchester City here with this corner. Haaland probably the target here, of course, with Akanji. Cross coming in there, and it just goes out to the side. And this is going to be a chance for a chip in. And it's actually chipped directly into the goal there. And it looks like that Gundogan has scored the opener. This is 1-0 for Manchester City there. No surprise from the citizens because they have been, very attacking so far, 8 minutes into this game. And Align now going to have to do a lot of work to get back into this one. They need now 2 goals to, defeat the City side because a win is all they can really get here. There's no draws that will benefit them because Juventus, of course, won both their games. If, City draw here, they're going to be on 4 points and Align will be on 1 point. Casablanca on 1.2. I guess a draw would be helpful in terms of, if City lose to Juventus, and then Al win against Casablanca with a big enough goal difference, then that would be helpful. Also, you dipped your toes in acid, Dorito Chip. What in the world, bro? Now you have free... Okay, that is like, you know, complete gibberish that I've just read there. You know, the weirdest... I guess no one's really said those sentences in history. You're the first person to say those 2 lines in a row there. There is this cool game called... What? Something Superstar. You should download it. Oh, Soccer Superstar. Oh, the S word. Yes, you made me say it. Yeah, I think my brother actually has that game. This is going to be City just trying to win the ball, and Al actually win it off them with a good challenge there. It looks like it's from Park, and now it's going to go down the field trying to find Rahimi. This is really the strap for Al. It's going to be kick and rush, just kicking the ball down the park and hoping that this ball can connect to Rahimi on the run or Chadli on the run. Rahimi, the primary target, I feel. He's got the quality to score against City. The only one really on this team probably to possess such a quality. And this is going to now be going forward here for City. Gundogan passing it over to Kusanov, who didn't really get a good debut, Kusanov. I feel like he had one of the worst debuts in terms of players. Of course, scoring an own goal, getting a yellow card, then having to get subbed off. But he's adapted to this City team. It's just taken some time, you know, being the first player from Uzbekistan, I think, to play in the Prem. But, you know, to play at such a high level, of course, that is a massive achievement for him and his country. So great for Kusanov. I think Uzbekistan's also qualified for the World Cup, which is amazing. So congrats to them. And Kusanov is a young talent, only 21. The only one in Man City isn't spaced off. The one in Man City isn't spaced off. Oh. Wait, what do you mean by that, Dorito Chip? And here's a chance for Manchester City. Now, speaking of them, and it's Erling Haaland trying to get a header on there, and it's just, you know, lost. And it's going to be a free kick for Al. There's a little foul there on Niang. Oh, the score. Oh, wait. Oh, the one in Man City isn't spaced off. Yeah, I don't know why. I'll just do City, I guess. Maybe there's some space. I think it's because the name's long. And this is going to be Zavala. And there is a little chance here for City on the right side. And it's just one back by Al. That's actually a great skill there by Abbas. That was actually very brilliant from him. Just that little Maradona twirl. And that goes straight out. It's going to be a throw-in for Manchester City. And that's going to be taken quickly there by Akanji. Yeah, M City. Yeah, good idea, Dorito Chip. There we go. Man City. And this is going to be now on this left side. Ain Goals back to Akanji. And it's now going to go forward a little bit. So close to 5.3k. Just about to go there. But I'll tune in for a bit. Thank you so much, Gabe. Appreciate it. Yeah, we are so close to 5.3k, guys. So anyone who subs up, you know, I'll give you guys a shout out. I appreciate all the subscribes and likes because it really helps out the channel. And thank you to everyone who does do that because, you know, we're trying to grow here. And we're trying to just be here every day and doing it. And this is going to be a cross in from Manchester City from Ain Goals. It's just cleared away by Al. Here's a little bit of a fast chance for Al. And it's on this right side here with, I think this is Rabia. There's a cross and it just misses Rahimi. That was so close for Al opener. And it's going to be a throw-in for Al in the attacking half. This is definitely looking better than, you know, the side we saw against Juventus. They're definitely playing their original team, you know, that we saw in the AFC Champions League. Well, it's as close to original as possible. We are missing Kaku and Eric in the defense and attack. If they lose, you have to give me the next pass royale. Who? Man City. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. I don't think you can gift pass royals, though, unless you get the Supercell creator codes, which I don't have. Fair enough for Fortnite, but yeah, I can't gift the pass royale. And this is going to be a throw-in here for Manchester City. And it's going to be Akanji just passing it over to Ain Goals. And back to Akanji. And it's going to go over to Kusanov. Supercell not giving it to you, even though you've been playing since launch day. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's because I don't, play it as much. I mean, I've made content on it, but still. There's a chance for Align now. It's a 3v2. And here is on the right side a shot from Align, and it's just missed. Ortega with a brilliant save. I can't be too loud, otherwise I'm going to wake up my entire family. That is close for Align, and the coach there really applauding this effort from them because they really want to stay in this tournament, Align. This is definitely a different side we've seen to that Juventus game. They're very on it. Ortega just touching that one away. And no, I don't play Brawl Stars, but I've been recommended it quite a lot, so maybe we'll have to play in the future. And this is going to be number 8 for Align. This is Abbas taking the corner. I'll be stunned if they win here, Align. This was genuinely insane. That would be insane for them. And here's a play, little from Align, just passing it through, and that's cleared away by Juventus. And this is now a City counter-attack, which is just held up by the Align defense there. Very well done. And now it's back to Ortega, now to Kusanov. And the play is stopped because there is an injury on the floor here. It looks like that is going to be... I think that's Nunez on the ground. Let's have a look. No, that's a Chevry. Yeah, Chevry on the ground there. Just a little bit of a injury. You boiled chicken in acid. And now I have no idea. Now you have no dinner. Okay, wow, Dorito chip. Wow. Smash like for acid. And this is now, yeah, it's Chevry getting a treatment here. Maybe he'll be subbed off just because of the fact that they don't want to risk injuries. City, especially against, Juventus is the next game. Pep is not looking too happy that this is a possible injury substitution. We'll have to see. And yeah, here's the goal from earlier. Just a brilliant chip by Gundogan to get that goal. And he looked very happy with that one. And it is going to be a drop ball for Manchester City. Bro, I'm not reading that sentence, bro. That is so weird. Genuinely a weird sentence. Still injury treatment here. Thank you. You are brilliant, Chip. And it is going to be a substitution. I think this is going to be Omar Mamouche coming on for Echeverry or Phil Foden. It's going to be decided between Pep. We'll have to wait and see if Echeverry's not good enough to continue playing. But at the moment, it does look like they're warming up for subbing on. This doesn't look like a good injury, though. It looks like Echeverry can't really walk on that one. So we'll have to wait and see. You think acid is one of the restaurant? Yeah, nah, what is that? The drop ball for Stefan Ortega just takes it. And now this is going to be going out to the side here with Ain Goals. Looks like that Echeverry will be okay and he will continue. So glad for that. So City, of course, won't be injured a player. Of course, we never want to hope for injuries regardless of if you support the team or not. Personally, neutral person here. But yeah, injuries aren't great. And this is going to be a little 1-2 there from Gonzalez, just dropping back and giving another 1-2 actually to Akanji. First one for Vardiol. It's going on to the right side here. This is now going to be Nunez. Just a little one touch from Kusanov to find Gonzalez. Now onto Ain Goals. He'll ship some to you and said it's a warm blankie and hot chocolate. Okay, thank you, Dorito Chip. Yes, that's a good way to bypass the security, of course. Say it's something else. And this is now Kusanov. Just a little play to Bernardo Silva. There's a good ball by Bernardo Silva there to find Nunez. And now this is Nunez with the ball. Nunez still on the side here. A very tight mark there from Zabala. And this is going to be a little one-touch play between City and their players. Akanji now to Kusanov. Kusanov to Nunez. Nunez now to Kusanov again. Back to Akanji. And back to Kusanov. You have 100. You have 100 average in English, so I can have good grammar, but I choose not to. I see, Dorito Chip. 100 average is definitely great. Love to see it. And now this is Bernardo Silva still with the ball. And a cross from Nunez, just cleared away by Ain. Trying to find Rahimi there, that little clearance, but doesn't end up doing it. This is going to be a throw-in here for Man City. And it's going to be Kusanov taking this one. No problem, Dorito Chip. No problem. See you in a bit. And this is now Stefan Ortega, just controlling the ball down the field. Drop your score predictions in the chat as well, guys, if you haven't already. Yes, I know, Zeta. Some people don't really like to comment. That's all good, you know. W's. And this is going on to the left side here. And is going to be Echeverry now with the ball, it looks like. And he's back on, which is good. A little pass there from Nunez to find Gonzalez. And now over to Nunez. It actually looks like that Nunez has shifted position from the left midfield now to a right winger. Maybe Echeverry's dropped slightly deeper. You got to change air purifier filter. No problem. Dorito Chip. Definitely keep that air quality nice. And this is now going to be 8 Nori. Yeah, exactly. Kieran's trying to sleep. Yeah, listen to the nice commentation. Hopefully it's nice. But yeah, W's. And this is going to be a City throw-in. Honestly, so far, it seems like that City have, you know, most possession. They have been surprised, really, with Ain in terms of, you know, counter chance. But that's been pretty, you know, infrequent. There has been a couple. So props to Ain, really, for playing much better than their previous game. And this is going to be an Ain free kick, actually, in the RDM section of the field. Just given away by Echeverry, actually. Oh, it's City's free kick. Maybe it wasn't. Yeah, I think it might have been given away, actually, by Jasic there. Referee seems to have pointed the way first of Ain, but then changed to City. And that is a good cross there by Manchester City. It looks like Bernardo Silva put in a decent one. It's going to be a throw-in, however, for Ain. Just misses everyone, but yeah, still pretty decent. It was, you know, head height for Haaland. It's going to be Sabala taking this throw-in. Throws it down, and it just does not reach Rahimi there, that throw. And this is going to be Ain just back with the ball after a poor City header to try and find Haaland. And City lobbed the ball down to Rahimi, and it's now kind of a break here for Rahimi. Where are Ain from? They're from UAE. The reason they're here is they won the AFC Champions League last year. A bit undeserved, you know. I feel like the referees were sort of a bit for them because their team now has completely collapsed. And they're not that great. Really, their only star player, Rahimi. You might have heard something about him, basic voice, but yeah, he is their best player by quite a mile. Except Rui Patricio. We'll have to say their new signing, Rui Patricio, of course, used to be good for Portugal in the goals in his OG times. Not so anymore, but used to be. But Rahimi, very young, very, you know, aggressive, strong player, very good dribbling, finishing, and he's going to be the main man for their kick and rush strategy. This seems like the perfect time to scream at the top of your redacted lungs. I superglued your fingers before school a few days. Okay, what are you doing to yourself, Dorito Chip, bro? I don't think this Ain team really should have got the other Middle East spot, though. It is kind of, you know, I mean, it's from a different league, but I do think it should have been either Al Ahly Saudi, who won the AFC Champions League this year, much better squad, you know, much easier competition, maybe for, sorry, not easier, but like a more strong competition for this group. Also, maybe Al Ittihad, who won the league for 2 years in a 3-year period. Definitely they're my two ones that really should have got this other Middle Eastern slot, but no. Ain did get it. Fair enough. I do think maybe a stronger squad really should have got just for a bit more competition for Juventus and Man City. And here's a chance for Man City, just dribbling all the way through the box there, and it's nice and cleaned up by Ain. And now that one is actually true, though. Same with the other ones. Oh, that's kind of weird, Dorito Chip. Bro, why would you super glue your fingers, bro? And this is going to be, yeah, just a brilliant play there originally from Ain Goals. He's looking very good. He might start for Man City now in the future because he genuinely looks dangerous on that left side. Coming from Wolves, very decent player. I don't know what your guys' opinions are on him, but Ain Goals is looking amazing. And, of course, he is I think, an Algerian international. Yes. And he is only 24. This City squad has changed from an old squad with, you know, Kyle Walker, KDB, now to a very young squad, actually. Oldest player, I think, on the field might be Ortega, I think. Besides Ortega, though, maybe Gundogan. Ilkay Gundogan's the oldest on the field. 34 years old. The rest of them are all below 20, it seems like. And there is going to be a yellow card here for Zabala. And this is going to be a free kick on goal for City, which is going to be a good chance to score the second of this game. And, yeah, just that is not a good foul there from Zabala. Not a good foul. Just pushes Chevry straight down there. Unnecessary. Yeah, City changed everything. The only constant, really, for this team, I think, is Vardiol. I think he played last game. I think he's the only constant. Haaland did come on as a sub last game. Yeah, I think Vardiol was playing. Maybe Gundogan. We'll check. Let's go look at City's previous game, and we'll see if there's any similar players from the previous game on here. So they last lined up with Marmoush, Foden, Cherki, Savinho, Doku, Reinders, O'Reilly, Ake, Reese, Lewis, and Ederson. Yeah, they actually changed every player on the team. Wow. They actually did. I really thought that Gundogan or Vardiol was still playing, but they actually did change every single thing on this team. And this is going to be a free kick here. It looks like that Echevry or Bernardo Silva will take. Let's see which one of these guys can possibly score. Because, you know, very good chance. East is not the best goalkeeper. Echevry takes, and it's a goal. 2-0. Echevry scoring a goal for Manchester City. Brilliant from him. Brilliant. I think this is his first goal for City. Did he play for City before? No. I think this is his first goal for City back from loan. He did play, I think, before, but he was in the academy, I think. He was loaned off to River Plate. But, yeah, he's back now, scores his first goal for them. And brilliant first goal. You know, just a free kick, hits the top bins. It actually looks like it hits off the... Nah, it just goes top bins. I was going to say it hits off the bar there, but no, that's a brilliant one. And Manchester City are 2-0 here in this game, and it's going to start looking pretty dangerous for Align to even get a win here. I mean, I was very doubtful of them getting it. It's like a 99% chance of them not getting a win, but yeah, now it's looking like a 100% chance now because this City side is dangerous, unless, of course, Pep absolutely fumbles the second half. I don't see Align getting back in this one. Unfortunately, Align fans, I'm sorry. But yeah, it seems like you'll be eliminated from this tournament after this game. Haaland just, it's over. Haaland actually misses that. That was a literal tap-in, Haaland, bro. And you can't score a tap-in. It's okay. Haaland just having a bit of fun there. Very, you know, decent shot. Just, I think, a bit too much curve on the chip. And Pep, a little bit disappointed that Haaland didn't actually score that one. We're still waiting for a Haaland goal since he came back. Yeah, just stolen completely there. I think that was from Niang. Just not great. Grealish out of squad means everything. Yeah, I think Grealish is leaving. I think I heard somewhere that Grealish was leaving the squad. I don't think he was going to come anymore to Manchester City. I think the best move really for Jack Grealish might actually be back to Aston Villa, I think, to regain his roots. You know, as a sub, come on for a little bit, and then as he gets more substitutions, he'll start more. Just like how Marcus Rashford really went to Aston Villa, really to redeem himself a little bit more. Yeah, Haaland goals dropping down each season. It's almost like, you know, everyone's comparing Haaland and Mbappe. I don't think that's really too much of a comparison anymore, at the moment at least, until Haaland did suffer a bit of an injury, but we can see him come back. Hopefully he does come back next season because he is brilliant to watch, Erling Haaland. definitely a great striker, one of the world's best. Hopefully he can compete with the top scorers in next season. Imagine seeing, if Man United got Guy Orquez, imagine seeing a Haaland versus Guy Orquez game. The Manchester derby next season with some of these new players that are rumoured to United would be insane to watch. The Manchester derby, all these new signings for City, and then all possible new signings for United, Hope Juve get Grealish, just his wage is a problem. Yeah, I think Grealish is a brilliant talent. I just think he's, just been unlucky. And Pep, I think, has kind of a little bit disrespected him sometimes in terms of, not playing him much. I feel like Grealish is, very, very unlucky player as well in terms of injuries. But he was amazing in Aston Villa. That's why he did get scouted and signed by City. Aston Villa fans actually pretty mad that he didn't stay with them, because he could have, been competing in Champions Leagues with them. Because Aston Villa's team now is, very good. It's actually high quality. And Kusanov just defending nicely there, just cleaning up everything. And back to Stefano Ortega, and he passes straight to there, I think, Akanji, and now back to Ortega, and this is going to go to Gundogan. And this is going to the middle of the park here, and it's straight over to Nunez. Nunez back onto Kusanov, Akanji. And this is now Gundogan over to Aït-Nouri. And it's now Gundogan again. Aït-Nouri again. And that's a little nice one-touch play there between Bernardo Silva and Aït-Nouri. And it's just cleared away out for a City corner. They're, third of the game, I think? Yeah, I think this is their second or third of the game here. Haaland more like a Ronaldo. Mbappe more like a Messi. Haaland is a typical finisher. Yeah, I feel like Haaland is current Ronaldo. I feel like Mbappe's more like 2008 Ronaldo, if anything. That's why I do think Mbappe's like. Of course, he is switching to a striker, so, he might become more like Ronaldo in the future. That was a close chance. That was almost a third, and it's offside. It's going to be a offside free kick for Issa and Alain. I feel like the most Messi-like player I've seen so far, in terms of, similar things. Of course, he's been kind of unlucky this season, is Cole Palmer. He plays very similar to him, I feel. Just the same attitude as well, even on the field. It looks like Cole Palmer is very nonchalant, doesn't have too much, effortless face, really, when he's got the football. He's just been unfortunate with the injury this season, because he was doing amazing last season, especially in the Euros as well. He was great. Really, England's one of their best players, and he was coming off the bench, and he's still one of their best players. But yeah, definitely Cole Palmer is sort of similar in that regard. I feel like, anyway, in my opinion. And Alain just trying to get the ball forward to find Rahimi, and that's caught by Ortega there. Nice and easy catch. And there is a little bit of a little foul here on Abbas. Yeah, I feel like that's the problem with Cole Palmer. Yeah, it's really an attitude problem sometimes. Not when he's on the ball. I think he's fine on the ball, but, off the ball, he's definitely sort of like that. And as well, I feel like it's a really fitness problem as well. Sometimes Cole definitely doesn't look like he has the best of fitness, but definitely if he, improves his attitude, to be sort of like, I feel like Mbappe's attitude is very, very, very good. I feel like it's a very good attitude from him in terms of, Real Madrid this season. He really didn't speak up against the referee. He didn't do much. Just very quiet. Feel like Vinny maybe has, a similar attitude to Cole, kind of. In terms of not like the diving attitude and the thing, but I mean like, talking. But yeah, definitely. I wouldn't say at the moment he's a one-season guy. Still got a lot of potential for the future seasons. I feel like he maybe shouldn't have stayed, signed a 9-year contract with Chelsea. I mean, fair enough, dedication and loyalty to Cole Palmer. Fair enough, being loyal there. I would have really, maybe if I was being, in his position, I would have signed maybe a 4-year in case, Chelsea go downhill in terms of players being signed, decisions by the board and etc. of course, yeah, he's got more seasons to develop. He was really unlucky this season, though. Last season, he was amazing. He was so good. But yeah, I feel like Haaland, yeah, more like a current Ronaldo, really, in terms of, positioning and, heading, acrobatics. Mbappe, like 2008 Ronaldo, really, and like a bit of Messi combined, because he does, similar stuff. Vinny was almost like that in his, good seasons, but then, yeah, he's fell off a little bit, Vinny. Hopefully he can get back into that form. But City definitely have done a good job here, I will say, on, the changes they've made to this squad to make it this young, very aggressive squad, wanting to get some titles here, wanting to get goals in a match. They're definitely not stepping down to scoring multiple against Ain. They're not becoming complacent. They're still going for it. And, respect to Pep for that. Is identifying the problems in the squad and then fixing it. Cole Walker, I do think, was a bit of a problem. I know he was the captain, but yeah, it seems like he wasn't that great of a captain maybe in the locker room, because Pep was saying he regrets making him that one. Yeah, same. I think Palmer's attitude's a little bit different, maybe. I feel like his attitude's more like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. I feel like it's more like Vinny's attitude, with the Ballon d'Or in terms of stuff. It's like, it is what it is, Vinny. Just get on, try and go next season with it. That's why I feel like Cole's attitude's kind of similar too. Hopefully, Cole continues to become better and better, because, his play style's very similar, in a sense, to how Messi did play. Not of course, as like as good. Definitely not. But you know what I'm saying, guys. He's got the type of dribbling style in it. And there is going to be an injury here. It looks like that's Gundogan on the ground. Just a little bit of a little injury on him. He is getting back up here. There is another injury as well by an Ain player just on the ground there. I think that is going to be... who is that? They've definitely got a different hairstyle to the profile pictures here. I think that's Nader. Gundogan is back up. So that's good. At least he's not injured. This City side, if they can score, quite a few more against Juve, will, definitely be showing, sorry, not against Juve, against Ain, will definitely be showing something to Juve that they've got this quality in their hands. Of course, the goal difference does matter a lot in this group, because, a draw could be the outcome between Juventus and Manchester City. Currently, City are behind by 4 goals on the goal difference, but if they score, 4 more here to make it 6-0, the goal difference becomes equal suddenly. So yeah, it's all real eyes on this game in terms of goal difference. Look at Ozil, such a great talent, but real fans destroy him. Palmer don't have a full package to become a world-class star. Exactly. That's what I'm feeling. He's definitely in the development stage. He just needs something. Something's missing from him to really, kick it into full motion. Poor Ozil, by the way. Ozil, just such a great talent when he was, in his prime there. Same with Hazard, to be honest. As well, Hazard at Chelsea, something else. Yeah, Gundogan, unlucky. Definitely. And this is old Dinosaurus doing this. I got some halftime images. Okay, I'll go look at them. Dorito chip at halftime. City just passing around the back here. Really, there's no real need for them to score besides, of course, the goal difference. Maybe they'll just be confident in themselves winning against Juve. And this is now on the right side here. It's going to be for Nunes. Back to Kusanov. And now all the way back to Akanji. I feel like that Kyle Walker should stay at AC Milan. I think maybe it would be good. Imagine that link up Modric and Kyle Walker. Though the problem is going to be that AC Milan are going to get a very older squad, which isn't going to be great, because very strong rumours that Rafael Leao is going to Al Nassr. Very strong rumours, which I'd love to see Ronaldo Leao link up at the club level. But yeah, that's going to be a big loss for them if that does happen. Of course, they're going to miss a left wing there. I do think that AC Milan really should invest in a younger squad if they want to come back to near the top of the table. I mean, you can't really rely on these older, more talented players like Kyle Walker and Modric to provide too much more now because they are getting near the end of their careers. Especially Modric, more so. Modric will be good in their midfield, to have some experience, have some quality in their team, but they do need some young players to, benefit from that quality and experience. And this is Ain now with the ball. And it's given away. Manchester City now with a possible counter-attack. Bernardo Silva on the right wing. Nunez passes to him. Bernardo Silva passes to Nunez. And here's a chance for City to cross this into the box. Nunez still with the ball. Nunez very good, by the way. What do you mean profile? You mean my profile picture? I actually made it. I made this profile picture. I used like a little bit of clip art, for some parts of it, but yeah, nearly the whole thing I made. I think it's better, have a simplistic profile. It's like an icon. It stands out, at least that's what I think anyway. You want something simplistic to be noticeable. This is now going to be Rabia with the ball. Kick down the field. And it's going to be headed away. And it's now going to be with Ain. Ain just passing out this right side. It's Jasic now to Rabia. Rabia, long ball, trying to find the Ain runners. I think that was Chadli and Rahimi on that right side. But yeah, just intercepted by City. And now City has the ball here on a counter-attack. Haaland running forward. There's a chance for Haaland. Haaland takes a shot and he just misses again. Just missing. Scraping the post the second time he's taken a shot here. 2 shots, scraping the post on both. Unfortunate there for Erling Haaland. And that initial play, between Haaland, I think that was Bernardo Silva. Yeah, just providing that little 1-2 with Haaland. That was brilliant from Bernardo. Love to see it from a Portuguese player. And this is going to be an Ain goal kick here. Just now on the left side. And Rahimi winning the ball. Was something different. He stays fit. I think money and massive expectations after Ronaldo. Yeah, especially, I don't think he should have been given the number 7, inheriting such big expectations from the Real fans. Because number 7, Ronaldo just left. And they're giving it to this guy who performed so well for Chelsea. And then the expectation's so high to keep that performance. It really just, killed his career, I think. He should have stayed at Chelsea. He should have done what Cole Palmer did now and signed the contract back then. Of course, that should have been what happened. And just showing in the crowd there, a family there just stealing the ball and keeping it. The parents high-fiving each other. And this is going to be Kusanov throw. And it's now over to Stefan Ortega. Don't know, in the W shirt image I sent, it looks like I'm chubby, but it's just how close I put the camera to my shirt. Okay. Well, I didn't think it looked chubby, to be honest. Yeah, the shirt was good. W shirt. My dog's snoring back there. And this is now at the back here for Akanji. No, that's all good. That's all good Dorito chip. The sun has risen behind me. And this is Ain just passing back to Issa. Issa just kicking that forward, trying to find one of their players, but nope. It's now City with the ball once again. And City just really holding up possession here. Definitely not as exciting as the Juve versus Ain game, because, City aren't really going full out attack here. They should really be against a team to, increase the goal difference, but yeah, I guess it's just to not risk injuries. Traore's now on the ground here for Ain. Your dog moans when he snores. He is like, yeah, that's the same as my dog. Yeah, Speedy always doing loud noises when she's sleeping. It's going to be a drop ball for Manchester City. Traore just back up. There, drop ball taken now. Kusanov. Akanji. Over to the side here. It will be now Vardiol just passing to Aitnori. This is Gonzalez. All the way back to Akanji. City have completed 303 passes. Ain have only completed 77. That shows the dominance in this game. And that ball's cleared away by Ain. It's going to be a City throw. And this throw is delayed. It's going to be given from Nunez to be taken by Kusanov. And Kusanov is going to throw this forward there, just trying to find Nunez, who now has the ball taken away from him by Ain. And this is actually a chance for Ain to really counter because Rahimi's the only one forward. There is a foul. That is a very good timed foul there by Man City because it actually stopped a complete counter-attack there and is allowing all the defenders to come back. I feel like Traore shouldn't have, dove too much into that foul because I did feel he dove a little bit extra. But really just, that City tackle there from Kusanov defended that perfectly. Tactical foul at its finest. This is now a throw for Ain. It's going to be Nader taking the throw back to Jasic. Now over to Rabia. Now to Traore. Long ball trying to find the forwards there, and nope, it doesn't do so. And this is going to be now City with the ball. There's a good pass by Gonzalez. The 1-2 from him and Nunez. Nunez has once again dropped back into, a more deeper position. Bernardo Silva now on the right wing. And this is Haaland, the tallest player on this field. And now Akanji. Now over to the side here is Bernardo Silva. That's a good pass by Bernardo there. And a cross coming in, and it's going to be headed out for a corner for City. There was this weird ad where it looked like this couple at dinner. They was going to say the wife was pregnant, but it said we save whatever. So this whole Thanksgiving dinner was cheap. What? Okay, let's just not go into depth on what that means there. And here is a chance for City to make it 3-0 before halftime. 3 additional minutes. Here we go. Gundogan is going to take the cross. Yeah, get to the point exactly. And this is going to be a Gundogan cross. Ready. And there is actually a foul happening. The referee has just paused here for a second. Talking to Rabia because he's really just, pushing Akanji and Kusanov there. Bit too much for the referee's liking. Here we go. Gundogan. Cross coming in. And it's just headed away by Ain. And it's won by Rahimi. There's a little foul in the play there. It's going to be a free kick for Ain. And Ain can't actually believe that they've won that, first of all. And then second of all, they can't even believe City that this is a yellow card. Gonzalez gained the yellow here. There is an appeal for a penalty on Akanji there. I don't think that's a penalty. And then, yeah, a yellow card deserved for stopping that complete counter chance. There's only 2 City players back. Nah, no penalty there. That's Akanji diving. Rahimi fouled poorly. There was 1 City player back. Rahimi, that foul was so tactical by Gonzalez, even if it's a yellow card, tactical, because Ain really would have scored that one through Rahimi. He's got so much pace. The best player on Ain's team with quality of European players. One of the best forwards for Morocco currently. And, yeah, definitely that was a very good tactical foul by Gonzalez there. And there is going to be a VAR check, actually, for this penalty on Akanji here. Let's have a look at this penalty possibility. There is a big tug on the shirt. Oh, this might be a penalty, actually. It looks like that. I think that was Rabia just completely tugs Akanji off the direction of that ball. That ball is going to hit Akanji's head, and he just literally throws him straight to the floor there. This might be a penalty for City. Of course, that would be the first goal for Haaland, If City do get this pen, of course, Issa could save. Not saying that Haaland's definitely going to score, but I'm sure he'll take if this is a penalty. VAR check complete. Let's see what the referee decides here. Let's see. It looks like it's going to be a penalty. Ready? Penalty given. And it's going to be a penalty for Manchester City. And the recipient of a yellow card is going to be Rabia. It also looks like that Gonzalo's yellow card, Ain Nouri's yellow card is going to be removed there for complaints against the referee originally on the penalty situation. Yellow card removed. Or maybe it was actually Ain Nouri that originally got the yellow card for that foul on Raheem. I think that's what the cause was. And then, yeah, Ain Nouri's yellow card is being removed there. And it's going to be a penalty. Erling Haaland will take Erling Braut Haaland. I do think this is going to be a goal. I mean, I don't see Issa saving a Erling penalty. We'll get ready to add it up. So far, Haaland has scored 4 of his last couple of penalties, and he's missed 2. I think it's 6 penalties in total. They haven't showed the last 10 there because he actually has a bad record for last 10. Haaland scored. Goal. Penalty. Bottom right. Easy. And Issa dives the wrong way. That is the 3rd for City. And now they're starting to make an impact on that goal difference there. Now the goal difference is adding up. Now only behind Juventus by 3. You save money, don't do this whole stuff. I want to watch my Coco Mel. What? Dorito chip. And yes, Haaland, nice slot into the bottom corner there. Smash like for Haaland, because that one goes straight there. Easy penalty taken. And that is his first goal, I think, back from injury. He hasn't scored many this season, unfortunately, because of that injury. He did score a lot at the start, but yeah, he was out of it due to that. And then he's come back here. And this might help him find a little bit of form going into, you know, the next stages for the Club World Cup, including the Juventus game. And this is going to be half-time right now. Rabia did receive a yellow card for that penalty. Yeah, 7-0, I'm thinking. Probably right. Half-time there. Let's go and shut this down to the 45 minutes. But yeah, as it stands, Manchester City 3, Haaland, Echevri, and Gundogan, and Align 0. Thoughts on that first half, guys? Let me know. I'll read the stats. So, for the stats for this game. City, 75% possession, 1.71 expected goals, 8 total shots, 3 on target, 3 big chances, 2 big chances missed. Of course, the 2 Haaland ones. 312 accurate passes, 94% accuracy total, 5 fouls committed, 3 corners. And now this is Align stats. 25% possession, 0.1 expected goals, 1 total shot, 1 on target, 0 big chances, 0 big chances missed, 77 accurate passes, 69% accuracy, 8 fouls committed, and 1 corner. That is the stats for halftime. Yeah, some people don't like to chat. That's okay, Dorito Chip. You know, some people just enjoying the game commentary, and that's all good. But yeah, if you guys do want to chat, however, yeah, drop your score predictions below for the next half here. And we will be going to the halftime break right now. I'll answer any questions you guys have, of course, as well. Make sure to smash like and subscribe if you haven't already. Nah, Dorito Chip, you got me, you know. You got me. You think 15-0. I don't think it'll go that far, but yeah, I do think 7-0 maybe max. We'll have to see. I'll review your stuff on the Discord too, Dorito Chip. Let's review what you said here. Photo time. Halftime image time. Wow. So we got a Kirby holding a knife, okay? First day on shift at the Temu factory. Okay, a baby. Wow. Wow. Go City. Let's go, Favor. Let's go. They're winning 3-0. And I'm sure they can end this one with a big enough goal difference possibly to overtake Juventus. We'll have to see, though. Hopefully City can get, 7 or 8. Because then it'll be pretty interesting to title, Juventus there over in the first by goal difference. Then your next image here, Dorito Chip. Cursed Plankton. Oh, I'm not going to listen to that. And Dino when I'm not streaming. Yes, that's exactly my face when I'm not streaming. Yeah, definitely. Good depiction right there. But yeah, so far this half has been... I love the goal-scoring halves, even if it's, a bit unbalanced. Better than 0-0 that we saw with Halal and Salzburg. Definitely a more interesting game. But yes, so far this half has been entertaining at its finest there. Brilliant from this half. And let's just get this chat back on my phone. Nice watching for the first time. Thank you so much, Favor. Yeah, I just try and just, you know, narrate for the people who aren't going to watch it on the DAZN or can't watch it, and just really watch along, because I like watching it with other people. I think it's fun. Definitely a good time. And yeah, City, 3 goals. That is insanity at the moment. I did think they would score maybe more in the first half, but yeah, 3 is still a good number there. They do need more goals, though, because especially if they draw against Juventus, they want that first place position, so then they can possibly verse either Salzburg or Al Hilal in the round of 16. Bedtime for you, Basic Voice. Yes. Oh, electricity gone in the house. Needs the same phone battery for tomorrow. Yes. Make sure to save your battery. Have a nice rest of your night, Basic Voice, and have a nice sleep. For me, after this match, I'm going to sleep, because this is a 5 a.m. now for me. Been up since 4 p.m. Or actually 3 p.m. I think I got up today. Yeah, so been up for quite a while. But yeah, so far the games today have really been a treat. This is the last round 2 match, so yeah, it's great. Tonight we're actually streaming, or tomorrow for some of you guys, 10 p.m. the matches. I don't know what time they will be for the local, but the matches coming up are going to be, let's see, round 3. It's going to be Atleti versus Botafogo, and at the same time, Seattle Sounders versus PSG. 2 matches at the same time there, and it'll be interesting to see how those go, because they'll finish up, I think that's Group B, so Group B will be completely finished when those matches end, and then following those 2 will be Porto, Al Ahly, and Inter Miami versus Palmeiras, all at the same time there. Brilliant matches, so make sure to be subscribed for that, guys. But yeah, enjoyable first half. Can't wait for this next half to start. Definitely. You're totally satisfied with 3 goals from Man City this first half. It's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, Haaland, I feel kind of sorry for him, honestly. He should have got, 5 goals. I mean, 2 goals there to make it 5-0. But yeah, 3 goals is definitely a strong first half performance from City, especially, not even their main team. So, W City, honestly, congrats to them for, having such a good squad, especially, such a young squad playing currently. I think the average age, if we look here, the average age is around, let's see, it's around like 24, I think. Yeah, the oldest player, Gundogan, then Bernardo Silva at 30, Ortega 32, yeah, Kanji 29, the rest are below 25. That is insane, crazy that that's such a young squad, really. You think City will get 3 more goals, Jerry? Definitely possible, yeah. I'll just let my dog out of this room, then I'll react to your image there, Dorito Chip, because Speedy needs sleep, and I don't think she's sleeping with the light on in here. Okay, let's react. Let's react to this one. Okay. More images in the Discord. By the way, if you want to send me stuff in the Discord, you can join up. Okay, let's see. Yo, you've been warned here, Dorito Chip, by Sad Go there. He's warned you a couple of times. Yeah, post the images. I think in the media chat. I think we'll do like a new category in the media, so then you can post the images there. To be honest, I think that'll be good. I'll just let my moderator know. Yeah, I'll let him know. Images or something. Don't get image spam. Lol. There we go. Oh, yeah, I just told my moderator there. City has lots of young players. Yeah, definitely a good thing there, Favor. Honestly, that is a, especially improving off, last year's squad. We had a lot older players in City. But now, yeah, definitely a younger squad. That's very good for them in terms of, developing the future, bringing in some new players. And I do expect a couple more goals in this next half. I do expect, maybe 3 or 4 more goals from City, to be honest, against this Al side. This Al side really shouldn't have been here. Again, I personally think they did win the AFC for a couple of years ago, but yeah, just not the best not the best team really to select, especially, the UAE League really has not much competition compared to, you know, the other Middle Eastern leagues. That's why I do think that another SPL team should have been selected. Etihad won the league. I do think they should have been. You know, Benzema might provide some more competition for this group. Benzema, Diaby, Kante, Fabinho. But yeah, this has really been a punching bag, this side, for City and Juventus, unfortunately, for their fans. Yeah, sorry, Align fans. I'm sorry if you had to, you know, witness these games, because these games definitely not going in your guys' favour, for sure. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. The mod has never given me any other warnings besides the one he says last. Yeah, sad go like that sometimes, you know. Sad go like that. And yeah, so still waiting for the next half. Let's see what the halftime report says. 5 minutes still next half, guys. Yeah, so you can ask me any questions while we wait. I'll just wait here until the next half, really, because I've got nothing else to do. Because, yeah, it's so early. So I'll just wait with you guys. And, yeah, interesting next half. I'm surprised, actually, City's not wearing the blue kit there. Align wearing the blue one and City wearing the white one. So, yeah, pretty funny. Maybe Align thought if they wore the blue kit, it would give them a bit of luck there against Manchester City, but no, unfortunately hasn't done what they intended, probably. Smash like for goals. And let's go back onto the chat here, because I wasn't on it before. I think the 11 players that participate in the first half of Man City's second 11 squad, right? Yeah, I know. These 11 that have played here haven't played in the game before that, so the whole starting 11 is different. Of course, they were subbed on throughout that game, you know, like in the later minutes, like 70th minute or so. But yeah, none of these guys played in the previous game, which is crazy. I think Ain Goals from now on should really be a starter, because he has been, you know, great. I've been watching him on this game, and he's definitely looking, you know, a strong left back for City, especially, you know, moving up the field, overlapping, providing crosses, chances. Definitely a really good signing, Ryan Ain Goals there. Another good signing that we could see coming on today, of course, would be Cherki. Cherki is, you know, really good. Let's actually go take a look here if Cherki's on the bench. Reinders is. I do expect him to come on. I think the substitutions will be Cherki. Yes, he's on the bench. Cherki, Foden, Marmoush, Reinders, Rodri. I do think they will be the 5 substitutions played by Guardiola. Of course, we could see maybe Stones or Ruben Diaz come on as well, but I do think those are the 5. You know, giving Reinders another go, giving Cherki another go. Foden and Marmoush are already warming up. Rodri just coming on, you know, to loosen up his injury a little bit more to be better. For Align, I do expect Eric to come on. He didn't come on last game. I really was questioning the decisions of the squad for not putting him on. He's probably their best substitute currently. Laba coming on as well. Kaku as well. He's actually very good, Kaku, so I would expect him maybe. And Palacios to come on too. They're probably the substitutes I would expect. And Ratnik, so they're the 5. I'm surprised Rui Patricio didn't start this game. I would have thought that he would have started, but no. They did not start Rui Patricio. That is a very surprising move by Align. Honestly, maybe he's too tired from the previous game. Maybe they're giving their former captain Khalidis a chance to, you know, play a game in this Club World Cup. I would have really saved him for the last game, though. Play a stronger keeper, Rui Patricio. You didn't know what he was up to until he signed our 3 new players. Yeah, and definitely the new signings, really. Nuri, Cherki, and I think the other one is who's the other? I think it's Nunez, right? But yeah, definitely a lot of good. Oh, sorry, Reinders. What am I saying? Reinders, Cherki, and Nuri. Yeah, they've been excellent. Of course, as well, Chervery is back from loan. He was on loan to River Plate. He's back, and he's good too. Hi, Sadgo. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I sent you a DM, bro. Yeah, I think it's a good idea if we create, you know, a like a pictures channel on the Discord. Then, you know, Dorito Chip can spam pictures there. Well, not spam them, but like a moderate inflow, if you know what I'm saying. Smash like for words. And this is going to be Halftime restarting in a second here. The players are coming out of the tunnel, which is going to be exciting. Hopefully we get a goal fest for this next one. And, oh yes, Dorito Chip, attack a turn is Sago. And yes, you will indeed. Oh, you're in a class. Okay, I see. Well, I hope your class goes well there. I thought you were on holiday? Was I wrong? I swear. I swear I thought that, but no. Halftime in 30 seconds to end. 30 seconds to end the halftime. Hopefully it ends soon because I want to see some goals. I want to see them. Club World Cup ad. Win a VIP trip to the final. No, you started your class. Oh, from my birthday. Okay, I see. Yeah. Oh, you wish you bet in this match? I mean, you know, it would have been the match to do, I feel like, because it was pretty clear. But yeah, unfortunate their favour. Maybe, you know, in the... Is there any, like, easy matches left? Maybe PSG versus Seattle? Seattle versus PSG might be a good one to do that. City is a good team. I like the way they play their games. Yeah, exactly, Jerry. They play very, you know, fluent football. I like how Pep rotates the squad a lot. That's something that I hope Xabi Alonso does with Real Madrid. Definitely. And you... yes, did I like all the images? I did, Dorito Chip. Thank you. But yeah, we'll make the new image category for you to spam images in. Otherwise, you know, it like it clogs up the chat, I feel like. You like gambling with things, Dorito Chip. Great. Just don't become addicted. And you're taking PSG over Seattle. Yeah. Already in place. Okay, I see, Patrick. Yes. That would probably be the smartest one. Seattle's strong MLS side, but I don't think they've got the capacity to take down PSG for sure. I don't think that's the case. Atleti was probably the closest for them to take down in terms of, you know, quality. I'm surprised that Seattle did the better duty over Botafogo than PSG really did almost, because Seattle scored against Botafogo. Group C, Bayern versus Benfica still remaining in that. Boca versus Auckland. That's a pretty a solid one as well there. Boca versus Auckland, pretty results there that are going to be, you know, evident. Another one will probably be, let's see here. Trying to see if there's any remaining. Madrid versus Salzburg, I think, is maybe another one. Palmeiras versus Miami. I don't know. Group A is kind of balanced, I feel like. Because, yeah, I wouldn't also take Porto over Olali just because of how bad Porto has been. They've been so bad. Not a single goal scored in the tournament. Actually, one goal, sorry. Samu scored the pen. No taking away from Samu. But, yeah, Porto have just been, you know, not great at all. Hope brings in your dude, Doku. Yeah, hopefully Doku shows up because he is good. Doku is fire on the left wing there. He's really good. You know Dino time is 2:99 p.m. Yeah, definitely. The time for me, Sago, is 5:07 a.m. Yeah, 5:07 a.m. And this is Foden coming on, it looks like. So Foden is the first substitution. There is also a sub for, I think that's going to be Align. Yep, Align bringing on two people. So it looks like that Labo's coming on and Palacios is coming on. Yeah, definitely Doku's a Viper at the wing for sure. And yeah, I did predict these two substitutional changes for this side Align. Definitely Palacios and Laba providing some sort of quality in the remaining, you know, possibly trying to get a goal. Because, of course, this Align team haven't scored a goal yet this tournament. One goal would be great for them, you know, just for their fans to say they could score at the tournament, for sure. Oh, your train got trash net coverage. Okay, I see. You know, gambling, other things. Yeah, I'm not going to endorse gambling there, Dorito Chip. I'll just say that. I don't endorse gambling, guys. I don't. And this is going to be now on the side here, Manchester City, just passing it out onto the right there. It's going to be Phil Foden. We didn't actually see what sub Phil Foden was for. It looks like he's coming on for a Chevry. So no Doku just yet, no Cherky yet. Foden is on. I was surprised he didn't start. I felt like he was going to be the one starting. Your time is 9:08 p.m. Wow. I'm like, you know, fully into the next day, and you're still back in, you know, yesterday there, Jerry. That's insane. But yeah, Foden coming on. I think he'll provide some quality, especially on, you know, the right side. Well, not gambling, it's more taking chances. Yeah. Okay, well, if you say it like that, then, yeah, take some more chances then. But I'm not endorsing gambling for sure. And this is going to be a goal kick for Issa. And Rahimi, I'm so surprised, guys. Rahimi has come off. That is a really weird substitution to make for Ain. He is their best player. And Nada has also come off here. I mean, fair enough, but Rahimi coming off is insane. Insane. That's going to be offside there for Ain. That's going to be a City free kick. Just played very quickly, and now this is Ain Nouri on this side, passing back over to İlkay Gundogan. And Vardiol now back to Akanji. Now Akanji still with the ball. Back over to, I think that's Gundogan. And there, Gonzalez dropping deep and just taking that one. And this is on the right side here now. It looks like that Bernardo Silva's playing almost like a cam now. My throat hurts so much from talking for all of these days, guys. It genuinely hurts real bad. But yeah, this is still going to be a free kick for City. Just a foul there by Labo, it looks like. So that I can get you online easily. Yeah, Dino. I don't actually say my name on the channel, favor. But yeah, DinoDoomz, you can call Dino. No problem. But yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's your first time. Everyone here calls me Dino or DinoDoomz. It's up to you. Dino I think's good because it's like a short one. But yeah, I haven't said my name on the stream before. But W's favour, being first time here, you know, we love to welcome the newcomers, you know. Definitely welcome to the channel. And this is going to be a nice little pass there from, I think that was Vardiol. Might be wrong there. Actually might be Ain Nouri there. This is Akanji now. Well, I did my autocorrect correct to curse words. Definitely because of my friend group chat. Yeah. Oh, you're saying you swear a lot with your friend group chat. Okay. Revealing a lot of information here, Dorito Chip. Also, you've got a great suggestion in the suggestions tab on Discord. Oh, I did not see. Let's go look at that while this game is, you know, pounding for City. So let's go check the suggestions tab. Game suggestions. You should try out the Fears to Fathom series. I don't know if you're a horror game guy, but they're really good games. Yes, I love horror games. Thank you, Gabe. I don't know if you're watching, but yeah, thank you for the suggestions. Yeah. W's, guys, for putting the suggestions in. If you want to give me suggestions for games I should play, for matches I should watch, yeah, join up onto the Discord. Link in the description. But otherwise, yeah, we'll continue up here. You didn't sleep when I remember City have a fixed match today. Well, I didn't sleep because I'm watching all the matches for this Club World Cup. We've already done, let's see how many we've done. I like to keep track every stream. We've done 32 matches, including this one, which is insane. That is actually crazy how many matches we got done there. And it's 3:12 a.m. there. Wow. Yeah, for me, 5:13 a.m. Been awake since 3 p.m. Doing this. So W's. W's favour for the dedication, you know, for City. Definitely great dedication for your team. Love it. Love to see, you know, football fans supporting up. What was the best match that I've seen? Now, I've got actually two here. So in terms of football fun, how fun it was to watch, really, Sundowns versus Dortmund was the most fun match I watched in this competition so far. I think in terms of quality, though, there's a punch away by Issa, by the way. Yeah, in the tournament, yeah, definitely Dortmund versus Sundowns as the terms of fun to watch. But another one in terms of quality, I think would be possibly... Let's see here who we had. PSG versus Atleti was great as well. PSG versus Atleti, probably the best quality match in terms of PSG being such a good quality side. But Dortmund Sundowns was just fun because of how many goals there was. Could be called hashtag symmetry, not images. W image spam. But yeah, definitely recommend if anyone can get the full replay, because on DAZN you can watch the full replays of these games. I definitely recommend watching Sundowns versus Dortmund if you can, if you haven't already, or at least the highlights. You can watch my reaction as well. But yeah, for sure, definitely, that was the best game. No best, because more best is still coming. Exactly, you know, we're going to see better in the round of 16, hopefully, the quarterfinals, the semis, hopefully the finals, the thriller. You know what we love to see in the finals? We love to see pen shootouts. So, so far the best finals really have been Nations League, World Cup, the Champions League finals are thrashing, but, you know, pen shootout finals are always better, I feel like. Technically, England versus Spain in the Euros was also pretty good because England scored the late goal and then there was a quick comeback from Nico Williams, and Spain, Dani Olmo, of course. But yeah. Hey, that first goal that Sundowns gave to Dortmund, I know that really, you know, ruined it for Sundowns. I feel like more so by the fact that Sundowns were the better side in terms of quality of play that they were doing. The goalie broke his mentality through that pass over, gave away a goal, and then he just had a broken mentality in terms of, the third goal, Job's volley. It was so slow. I'm sorry, Williams. It should have been a save, but it seems like your mentality was really affected by that first one, just giving it away. I mean, it shouldn't, because your team was still in it, I feel like. So, yeah, 2 goals really given by the goalkeeper. You wish to be in Manchester City. Yeah, W Manchester City, W City fans, every club fans, honestly. I love meeting different people, supporting different clubs, because it's just the passion of football, really, that is just so great. And this is going to be passed around. It's now on the side here for Ain. Just Park passing it over to the right-hand side here. It's now going to be Chatty. Now back all the way from Park to Jasic, Rabia, Park into Traore, Zabala. You put rules in the symmetry image section in Discord? Okay. Okay, I'll be sure to check them out. Yes, what is the favor, Dorito Chip? I'll be happy to do something with reasonality, of course. And Aitnouri taking the throw in there. Sorry, he was really waiting for a long time on that one. And this is going to be a free kick for Manchester City. Can you rename image section to symmetry? No, it's going to be too confusing for people. Maybe I'll do it for a small period of time, but no. At the moment, image section, just so people know what it is about. Maybe in the future I'll do it for a couple of seconds and then I'll turn it back. And this is going to be now Gvardiol passing to Aitnouri. Aitnouri just retaining some possession and just back all the way to Gvardiol. This is a Kanji. You can see the commentation slowly dies down, as I'm getting more tired, guys. But I'm trying to push. I'm sorry about that. It's mainly my voice, actually. I'll keep commentating. It's just my voice is starting to hurt. Yeah, we'll do it for your birthday, Dorito Chip. On your birthday, I'll change it to symmetry for then. As well, guys, if you've got your birthday coming up, let me know when it is, and I'll do, a game on your... If you like gaming, I'll do a game for your birthday of any game of your choice. I'll get the game and I'll play it. And this is a cross coming in from Gundogan, just cleared away by Ain, and looks like they've retained it in the field here. And here's a possible breakaway chance for them. Luckily, Stefan Ortega is in the midfield at this point, and he passes that over to Gvardiol. Where am I from exactly? First of all, nice that you're from Nigeria. Love to see some Nigerians here, favour. But yeah, I'm from originally Australia. I've been to New Zealand because I've got some New Zealand roots. But now, for the past 8.5 years, I've been living in Saudi Arabia, which is a W, because I get to watch my GOAT, at least, Cristiano, which is a huge W. Though I live, like I said in the previous stream, I live like 6 hours away from the stadium, unfortunately. So, yeah, I have to, if I want to watch, either drive 6 hours or I have to, you know, fly there. But flying is like kind of inefficient. And this is going to be a throw-in for Ain in the attacking half. And just back to Ain there. And it's to Isa. And just a kick away there. Yeah, Australia. W Australia, honestly. You can hear the accent probably. It's kind of strong. It has faded over the years. I definitely, since I haven't been there for like, you know, I think like 11 years, it's faded away quite a fair bit. But it's still there. It's more British now, I think, than Australian. Like the Australian is still there, but it's like a British tone or underlying tone. But definitely if I was there, you know, for longer, it would be for sure there. 8 Nuri. And this is now fine, brilliant skill from him. Sorry, I'm not yawning at the game. It's just that, yeah, I'm so tired. You got the snap section I posted. Okay, I see. I'll look at it. And let's have a look at the snaps art section. Oh, yeah, that's where I posted that one. And then, oh, lovely little photos there. Sako, yeah. Lovely, nice ocean there. Nice green field. Some buildings in the back. Is that a football field on the side? Yeah, I think there's a football field there. Oh, cool, in the right-hand side. And those buildings actually look really nice. W images there, Sako, yesterday as well. Which is cool. W's. Oh, you went there yesterday. That is cool. Yeah, they actually look so nice, those buildings there, guys. Here's a little image. More images on the Discord. And you can share your own there, of course, guys. And, yes. Here we go. Let's put this back. Yeah, I think it was a turf field. It did kind of look like one just based on, you know, the how the netting is and all that sort of stuff. Because I've got fields that look similar to that one on the side there. The one, my previous academy did have fields that look kind of similar to that. Here's a chance for Haaland. And that is going to be cleared away by Ain now with the ball in the defense. And now back to City. And then just given away back to Ain. Great. City should get, you know, a couple more goals here, I'm expecting. Yeah, it's definitely a turf, for sure. Kusanov actually got a yellow card for something there. I don't actually know what he got one for, but okay. This is now going to be City just holding up the ball, just passing around, trying to find some space. And it's over to this left side with İlkay Gundogan, and now it's Ain Nuri. A little 1-2 pass there between him and Nunez. And this is now Vardio passing over to the side there where Akanji is. And now this is going over to, I think that is Nunez. Now back to Ain Nuri. And it's now all the way over to Akanji's side once again. And this is going to be a play for Man City, really to try and find some, you know, way to break through. Also, I just noticed City's uniform looks kind of like the River Plate one. If I'm correct, it looks similar to the home kit for River Plate. Very similar. Probably reminding Chevery of his former club there from the loan spell. Maybe requested them to wear it. Who knows? But yeah, City not wearing the classic blue. Ain not wearing their purple either. They're actually wearing the blue. And here's a chance for Man City. That is brilliant from... that was Nunez there. Just didn't find the volley on target. But yeah, he controls the ball with his head there for a couple of seconds. And then just hits the volley on the spin. Brilliant from him, really. Yeah, so it's a chest. Then it's like 2 headers. And then it's a shot, which is brilliant. Really brilliant from him. Just scraping the post on the side there. Unfortunately, not getting it on target. And this is now 2 substitutions being made for Man City. Gonzalez will be coming off for Rodri. And Oscar Bob coming off for Sorry, Kusanov coming off for Oscar Bob. The buildings you see were built by British when we recall. Okay, I see. Okay, I see. So go. So they're deconstructing them, or is that the? No, that was the first image you're talking about. City still plays well without KDB. Yeah, that might have been, a worry for Pep initially to find a replacement for KDB, but I think Cherky is going to be a good replacement. He hasn't come on yet, but I think, him and, Gundogan in that midfield, Gonzalez, all brilliant players to replace, KDB's presence. It'll be great to see, actually, KDB and Scott McTominay link up for Napoli. That'll be a very interesting one. This is now on the right side here for City. It's Oscar Bob just giving a cross, and that is deflected away by Ain, and this is going to be a play out from the back. Oh, nothing's going to be destroyed. Sorry, I thought it was the, the second image with the field. I thought those are the buildings you were talking about. But yeah, the first images. Yeah, they looked pretty nice, those buildings. Of course, this is now 2 substitutions coming on. Kaku's coming on, and Eric's coming on. I don't know why Eric didn't play in Alain's previous game, but he is coming on. And there is going to be 2 players coming off here. I think it's... Let's see who it is. It's going to be Facundo Zabala and Mohamed Abbas. And that is going to be a play from Man City. Just bringing it down the side here. And all the way back to Stefan Ortega. And this is going to be City on this right-hand side. I think you should have a screen for us. I mean, so that we can watch too. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You can watch. I don't know if you guys can watch this, but on DAZN.com, you can create a free account with Google, and you can then sign in there and watch it for free, the Club World Cup tournament. But yeah, I can't play the screen, unfortunately, on here because I will get copyright struck and banned from YouTube. That is unfortunately how it works. I would be playing it if I could, but yeah. And there's a chance for Haaland, and he just misses, and then he misses a second time. How is that even possible? He missed 2 tap-ins in a row there for Haaland. He's actually looking a bit annoyed himself that he's not scored an open play goal yet. But there's the first, and then the second. How was that a double save there by Issa of such high quality? But yeah, that's how you can watch it along with me. I'm sorry that I can't play it here again, guys. I do have a disclaimer in the description, is because, of course, I will be copyright striked. And I don't want to be copyright striked, of course. Not great. And here's a chance for Man City just to try and find some play here. I know, Haaland missing those 2. That was not great from him. I think he should come off Marmoush just for a little bit of time. I feel like that Haaland needs to, get back into form because he's definitely off form at the moment. I think, getting back into form is going to be a big chance for him to really get back into the goal scoring, being City's #1 attacker, because at the moment it's kind of looking like Marmoush might be City's #1 attacker, which, unfortunate for Haaland. He really got that injury, because that really messed him up a little bit. And there's a foul by Akanji just on the referee cam. Definitely a foul. And this is going to be given away by Alain, but then one back immediately. Bro, I can't wait to sleep. I can't wait. Only 30 minutes remaining, just about. He did the same mistake twice at our first match with Wydad. Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I saw that, and that wasn't great, to be honest. KSI turned 31, 32. Yeah, he's an unk. KSI is an unk. Unk stats reached for KSI. I don't even know what bro does anymore. He does boxing, music and that. I know he's on the Sidemen videos, but he's rarely on them now. It was great when he was being himself, but now he's kind of a bit of an anger, to be honest. She felt like devouring him. Yes. But yeah, KSI really, he does everything. But I feel like he was better on the Sidemen when he was, more of a light-hearted personality. Now he's just really a bit of a, he has everything, so he starts to just show a different type of personality. Yeah, he's trying IRL streaming. I know he's trying to be speed. Trying to become back into the relevancy of, like, top relevancy. Of course, he's still relevant. No, I hate to KSI, of course. I love the Sidemen and love KSI. But yeah, bro's trying to come back up there. You know what I mean? Collab with speed soon in the future. I can see it. And this is going to be over to the back here for Align. And over to Issa. And just cleared down the field there. Easy collection from 8 Nori. And it's just going to go back to Align because he just headers it straight to the end of the field. And this is Align now again. Wants to have every opportunity he can. Yeah, I mean, that's good. You know, you want to be an opportunity taker. You want to be, you know, going on stuff and doing it. And that's what I'm trying to do. Do everything. You know, doing these football streams, IRL, gaming, you know, cooking, just everything possible. And, you know, really just stuff I enjoy. Dog walks, scenery, videos, skits, Clash Royale. And I'm about to shout goal. The next thing I see, he misses it. I know, that's what I was about to do. I was like, Haaland on target. I was about to really go for the goal there, the 4-0, but no. Haaland not on target. Yeah, that's what we have to try and do, Sadgo, you know. Just keep it up, keep grinding. Because we're getting somewhere, you know, every like and sub appreciated as per usual, guys. So W's to everyone who likes up and subs up, you know. Huge appreciation. Oh, your class reach, you gotta go. Well, W said go. Have a nice rest of your day, bro. And of course, I'll be live later too. I don't know what time it will be for you guys, but for me, it's going to be around 5 p.m. KSA, which is in 12 hours exactly from now, basically. I'll probably be doing a 7 Days to Die stream. I'll have to see, or just, you know, another horror stream or some different game. Thank you, Sadgo. W for being here as well. Bro, thank you for tuning in and tuning up. And this is going to be on the left side here for Nunez. Just passing it over. And this is now going to be a possible goal for Man City. I don't know why. I just choked on my tongue, basically. What is happening to me today, bro? I've really been messing up. City, what's happening? We need more goals. I know. More goals. Get to the first position because, you know, if City become first here in this table, I mean, it's all going to go down really to Man City versus Juve, of course. City have to try and get the win there. But this is going to go down to, you know, if City come first, they'll be versing most likely either Salzburg or Al Hilal. If they come second, they're going to have to verse Real Madrid. Who would have thought that all 4 Brazilian teams in the tournament are all on top of their respective groups? I know. Crazy, right? Palmeiras first on theirs. Botafogo first on theirs. Flamengo first on theirs. Fluminense first on theirs. River Plate first in their group as well as another South American team. And then, of course, we have, you know, what other groups were there South American teams in? I guess Boca's the one that's really, you know, the biggest letdown for South America. The only team from South America to lose a game at the moment, at least. But that is, no one would have thought that, I feel. Definitely unheard of. You're going to go because you're tired, but look at the images in the image section. I will Dorito Chip. And yes, have a nice sleep. I'm getting tired too. I'm getting jealous that you guys are going to sleep. But yeah, have a nice sleep, Dorito Chip. Not too many times more now with these late matches because, of course, that changes tonight. There'll be a double match. This is the last game of round 2, and then there's going to be 2 matches at a time each time, okay? We'll be streaming both matches on the same stream. We'll have, like, 2 scoreboards up. Like, if you see, this is what it'll kind of look like. It'll be like this with the second scoreboard above, like there. But that is from the previous match, of course, like a different match. Will look like that, and we'll narrate both of them to the best of our ability. It's 3:32 a.m. for you. Wow, Favor. Honestly, dedication as a City fan, you know. And yeah, almost 6 a.m. for me now. The match will end when it becomes 6 a.m. And this is going to go to the side here for Vardiol. And that is a ball over to the left-hand side. There's 8 Nori, little one touch there between him and I think that was Nunez. And now this is going to be a little play at the back again defensively. City Don't know why City are going kind of defensive. I mean, there's no real issue for them to attack. And Ortega just mopping up that little through ball. 10:30 p.m. Dorito Chip W's, you know, staying up that late. You know, crazy. W's for you, bro. Have a nice sleep as well. Make sure to go to sleep. Sleep's important. And now this is going over to the right-hand side here for Man City. And City definitely have a ton of momentum here. Align have had almost no momentum in this game. We've had City, now Oscar Bob on the right side here. And now passing it through. Here's a cross coming to Ain Goals on the left. And now this is going to be played back here to, I think that was Vardiol just giving a cross. And there's a header chance. Haaland on target and Issa catches. That was a close one there. And yes, come on City, we do need a goal. Favor. Your message censored just because it's a swear word. I have no idea why. It's not that deep. It's all good. YouTube trying to censor all this stuff, let's be honest. You know, we can have a swear word everyone's by. Obviously, I won't say it. Family friendly, you know. But yeah, this is a chance for City for another goal. And it's going to be played through there nicely. And it looks like there's a goal. There it is. Nunez scores. And it's now 4-0. Oh, it's actually... Is it Gundogan? Oh, it was Gundogan. I did not know that. I thought it was Nunez's number on the back there. But no, Gundogan scores. Number 19. Really thought I saw a 27 there. My eyes, as tired as they are, deceiving me. And that is a goal for Gundogan there. He's going to be player of the match with his 2 goals. Of course, brilliant from him. Golazo, just as you said that, you know, that's why that swear word was the power there, bring them to that goal. Because, yeah, brought in, scored. And Gundogan again showing up when City need him most, you know. So, congrats to Gundo there, brilliant. W pressure as well from Gundogan, really just pressing the back side there for Align. It looks like that Rabia just couldn't handle that sort of certain pressure there. Real, you know, poor quality defending from Align. Not great. And it is 4-0 now. And the goal difference has gone down between Juventus and City again. So City are only now, I think this is, let's see, there's only, I think, a 2-goal difference. Yeah, 2-goal difference for City and Juve. And it looks like there's a substitution here. Vardiol is coming off. Ruben Diaz is coming on. And it also looks like that Bernardo Silva will be coming off as well. We'll see who Bernardo got subbed off for in a second here. Yeah, Reinders has come on for Bernardo Silva. So, again, I think my prediction's mostly the right. We saw Foden, Rodri, Reinders, Ruben Diaz. Oscar Bob came on. I did think Cherky would come on, but no, Oscar Bob. And Omar Mamouche is missing, surprisingly. I would thought if he would have come on here for, you know, a couple of goals. But nope, Mamouche is going to stay away from this one. And long ball by Ortega just down the field. And it's going to be now received by Man City. Just trying to really find some space and play. And now back to Ortega. City only need to make this 6-0 to tie with the goal difference. There is enough time to do it. 15 minutes of regular time and then some additional time. I think 2 minutes of additional time, maybe max. You're going to sleep like a lot? Well, W's for Vor as well. Because you're going to sleep happy with this scoreline, you know. You got a small bet for under 6.5 goals and Man City straight up winner. Okay, I see. IOY? Wait, what? Sorry, sometimes I don't understand certain stuff. My brain is not working at night. You're going to have to explain that favor because I'm tired. This is now onto City on the right side. Through ball there. Nicely found. This is a chance for City to score again. And it's just a header. Collected actually still in the box. Ain Goals is going to take the shot, deflected away. Unfortunately, he didn't get his first goal for Man City there. There's another shot deflected away. And City still have the ball. Hopefully you get your funds there, Patrick, as well from that bet. And this is going to be played through by City. And it is going to be one for a counter chance here for Ain. Again, don't know why Rahimi was taken off so early as well. That was a really poor decision from Ain. Really their only chance to score an attacking goal. City mopped that up again. And now City just playing it out to the right side. Kept in by, I think that was Akanji. And now Manchester City on the right. And Ain do win it with a nice challenge. Now it's a possible counter chance. Nope. City just defensively sound as well as attackingly sound. And so far as well, unfortunately, Juventus did concede a goal. I was going to say so far City and Juventus haven't conceded, but so far City hasn't conceded in this competition yet. Both to Casablanca and Ain. Now, will they concede to Juventus is going to be a bit more difficult. Of course, Juventus have been looking so sharp, but definitely it's going to be tough for them to, first of all, not concede, but second of all, I don't think that's much of a concern. More a concern that they get the win there. Because they will stand a very high chance of getting through, you know, a team like Salzburg, really, or, you know, Al Hilal even getting through them, because they haven't really, you know, been employing Zaki's tactics to the best of effect at the moment, at least. Al Hilal really missing the presence of Mitrovic, I feel like, because Leonardo is not doing a good job as a defined striker. He should be played more as a winger, which he was when Mitrovic was fit, but yeah, not good that they don't have Mitrovic there. Al Hilal really missing a striker there. And this is going to be now a City throw, just taken quickly there. And it's now City on the counter-attack. Possible play for Manchester City to get through. Just Phil Foden taps that back nicely there. Just trying to find some space with Akanji. And this is going to be a nice little play here. This is Manchester City with a shot. And it's just deflected away and cleared for a corner. Issa is not looking happy here that he's conceding this much. I mean, you are versing Manchester City, so there was no doubt that you were going to concede here, Issa, unfortunately. And this is going to be now Phil Foden. Just flicks it over. Ain Goals. Cross coming in from the side. And Bob tries to recollect that. Doesn't do so. Flung down the field. And Laba not collecting that edge one. Stefan just really in the midfield here at this point for most of the game. And this is going to be now City just playing it on the right side here. Here's the stats for anyone interested as well so far, just with, you know, 10 minutes to go. Man City, 76% possession, 3.29 expected goals, 16 shots, 7 on target, 5 big chances, 3 big chances missed, 627 passes, 95% accuracy, 10 fouls committed, and 8 corners. For Ain, we have 24% accuracy, 24% ball possession, 0.32 expected goals, 3 shots, 1 on target, 0 big chances, 0 big chances missed, of course, 161 accurate passes, 75% accuracy, 11 fouls, 1 corner. That passes just explains it all. 627 passes, 95% accuracy compared to 161, 75% accuracy. You know, really just defines City's gameplay style. Pep style in total, really, as well. And this is just Ain trying to find real space at the back here. Through ball. City's defense has definitely opened up a little bit more, I feel like. Conceding a goal would be, you know, harmful for City to really try and boost that goal difference. But yeah, as it stands, there's a shot. I mean, really, there's no, in doubt, there's no question that both of these teams get through, because I think they're both through now anyway. Casablanca and Align on 0 points. I think it's impossible for them to actually not get through Juventus and City. So as it stands, though, just based on this, Juventus are first, so they'll be their G1 versus H2, and City are second, so they'll be versus H1. So as it stands, yeah, City versus Real Madrid, and Juventus versus either Salzburg or Al Hilal. My bad. And just Manchester City passing again. Ain Goals. Now to Akanji. And that's a good little play to really find, some space here. Now on the right side, it looks like it's Oscar Bob. Now he's going to play through. Bob actually just falls there, slip. And this is Align now with a counter chance here on the left side. Just coming forward here with some quick pace, actually. It is going to be Laba and Palacios, of course, on this attack. Laba is in the center waiting for a certain cross that could come through. And here we go. Here's the one that he's looking for, and that's just cleared away by Manchester City. Akanji there. Brilliant clearance. Ortega smashes that down the field. And given away. This is a chance for Align. Shot from long range, deflected away. And this is going to be a free kick for Manchester City. It looks like Akanji has just been fouled here. Ain Goals also on the ground as well. Pep might make one final substitution. Possibly either Cherki or Marmoush coming on. I don't know if there's any subs left. We'll see. 2, 4, 5. Oh, he's used all his substitutes. Yeah, no subs. And this is now Manchester City on the right side. Oscar Bob open for this chance here. Oscar Bob, little 1-2 there. And it's still going to be on this right side here. Oscar Bob actually doing a good job to shield. And this is a nice pass over to Oscar Bob. Cuts in, takes a shot, and it's a goal. 5-0. Bob scores. Brilliant from him. No celebration, but yeah, brilliant from him. Nice little turn and shot. And now City are 1 goal difference behind. Oh, you're feeling dizzy, Favor? Well, thank you for tuning in, Favor. Hope you enjoy. Hope to see you again at another stream. And thank you once again. I really appreciate your comments as well. Feeling dizzy from all of these goals. Yeah, 5 goals. That is insane. And yeah, that is going to be, 1 goal difference away from equalizing with Juventus's goal difference. That's kind of the goal here maybe for City. And looks like that there's going to be a kickoff taken quickly. Issa not looking happy that he's conceded 5. I mean, not as bad as Rui Patricia. I think he conceded a bit more. And no problem, Favor. Yeah, I really appreciate the kind message. And yeah, I'll try and keep it up, Go every day here. It's really what it's all about, the consistency. Thank you so much as well. Please don't score 2 more. Yeah, if they scored 2 more, City go first in the group. I mean, a draw would have been crucial for Juve to really retain that the goal difference, because a draw doesn't add to goal difference. But yeah, unfortunately, it looks like that Man City might actually go first here based on goal difference in a second. I don't know what happens if they're equal on goal difference. I'm not too sure what happens there. I think City would be first in the group based on goals against being 0, unless it's goals for first. If it's goals for first, then Juve are going to be first. But if it's goals against first, then it's definitely going to be City first, because they've not conceded yet. I think it's goals for first, because if it is, then yeah, definitely Juve. Man City should score 2 more goals. Yes, definitely City fans will be hoping for that, at least. be an easy opponent for the round of 16, I think, if Salzburg were through. Halal, same, really. I don't think they've not got the striker. They don't have Mitrovic, so they're definitely looking a little bit, weaker in terms of play. Again, really should be an Etihad in this tournament, but of course, Halal were selected. And this is just Al Ain mopping up that defensive play, and that's going to be a free kick for City. If it's tied, it's whoever won head-to-head. Okay, I see. What happens if they draw head-to-head? Then is it on 4 goals? It's like, say, for example, Juventus and Man City draw in this competition, like, say, for example, 2-0, 2-2, then it would be based on, it has to be based on 4, right? Or is it head-to-head of all time? I'm not too sure how that one works, to be honest, mate. I think I do. My brain isn't computing at the moment. And this is Man City now with the middle of the park. And Haaland, let's see if Haaland can actually score. Is he going to keep missing? Yeah, he's going to keep missing. He just gives the ball to Al Ain. Somebody should tell Grandmaster Pep that I need 2 more goals. Yes. Haaland's going to be told, by... Oh, you don't know what happens then. What would be cool if it goes to extra time and then pens possibly. That would be a cool way to decide. Class is locked. WSAG go. Close to the end of the stream here, actually, because 3 minutes additional, 3 minutes regular, plus like 4 minutes additional, so 7 minutes in total. And then I'm dead on the floor there for asleep. But yeah, Pep's going to be wanting Haaland to score here, I think. Monday morning got to our sir. Yes, it's got to me. Probably for a different reason. Really, I don't even know what days it is anymore, just because of the fact I'm not keeping track. Usually when you have like school, you keep track. But yeah, since I'm out of school, no real keeping track of days. And of course, this competition. Here's a chance for City to get something, and that is straight out for a goal kick. Foden just not fast enough there. And it's going to be Issa just kicking this one out. Let's see what he does here. The worst thing would probably be a goalkeeper mistake at this point. Which he does give it away. No way this is a goal. Haaland, 1 touch. Ain Goals scores. It's 6-0. Now it's 1 more goal needed. It's 1 more goal. They're tied up. They're tied up with the goal difference there, City. 6-0. Or they... No, they're 1 behind, sorry. 1 behind, I think. Unless my goal difference hasn't updated, right? Yeah, +7. 1 behind here on the goal difference. Yeah. Just given away by the keeper. Why is Haaland missing? Well, I mean, he just technically, kind of assisted there. Favor. Yeah, that is a goal. I don't think... yeah, again, like I said, don't even know why Al Ain's in the tournament. Let's be honest here. Not the best Middle East team to pick. UAE League, not the strongest as well. Really should have even been... Why are there no, as well, Iranian teams in here? Like Tractor FC won their league as well. There's the Iran teams are actually pretty strong, I would have, though, expected, another... SPL team, really, just because they're the strongest in the Champions League. They win the group stage easily, and then they get to the final, 1 of them, and then 2 of them to the 3 of them to the semis, actually. We had Halal Ali, Halal Ali Nasser, all to the semis, and that's because there was only 3 teams in the tournament, so, yeah, I don't get that. And Nasser should have been in the final against Al Ali, but the stupid doof Duran doesn't know how to finish a ball for his life. And this is still in the box, just cleared away by Al Ain. And here is actually a chance for Al Ain to actually score. So, this could affect the goal difference, and it's just mopped up. No, not even play there. Just easily mopped up by number 29 for City there. Just brilliant from him. That is... Wait, who is that? No way that's number 29, because that's Turkey. No. I think it was... Ain Goals, it must have been. Or it could have been Gundogan, actually. Don't know, I couldn't really see. And City clean up the next attack. Long ball by Ortega. They've got 3 minutes here to score one more to equalize on goal difference. Oh, no, they have equal goal difference. It's +8. What am I saying? My goal difference wasn't updated. It is +8. So if they score one more, they go ahead with +9. They'll go to first in the group, Man City. And it's going to be a ball still with City here. There's a chance for it. And that's just a poor shot, actually, by Manchester City's player. Nunez has the worst rating in this game so far with a 6.8, by the way, for City. I don't really think it's that deserved, to be honest. That's why we don't really go by FootMob ratings. Goal kick for Issa. One more goal, and Man City will go first into Group G. Smash like for big scoring games, guys. We are almost done here. And this is going to be... how many minutes extra time? 3 minutes additional. We're on 91:35 there. So, yeah, 3 minutes additional time. They've got about, 2 minutes and 2 minutes just about to score. Less than 2 minutes. I think it's like 1 minute and 40 or 30. Math ain't mathing at the moment for me. And this is going to be a pass back by City to Stefan Ortega. Ortega should just try and get rid of this because that was a little bit dangerous. He kind of left it there for quite a bit. Yeah. Now under a minute now, definitely. A minute left to score. Referee will probably call it like maybe 5 seconds early, so they definitely have to be on an attack here for this one to get this final goal. But as it stands, it is equal. I mean, I'd love to see what happens when it's equal. Here's a chance, and that just goes straight across that cross there. That would have been it. Just missed opportunity there. And that was Ain Goals with actually a brilliant cross. No one was in the box for it, unfortunately. Yeah, just no one in the box for that one. That was so close. Haaland should have been a bit quicker there, I feel. Man City win the ball in the box, and that is just cleared away by Ain, away from danger. There's about 10 seconds left here. 10 seconds, and Ain have the ball on a free kick counter chance here. Ain could get a goal in this game. It's 4v3. Now it's a 4v4. Now it's a... yeah, City are done. They definitely got this one. If I was Ain, I would actually try and play it up the field as quick as possible here, really, because, you got no time. And here we go. Here's the chance to play it up the field, and it's just one back. That's full time there, guys. Ortega's going to just play it. Referee's actually still playing for some reason. I think it's going to be full time any second, right? And there we go. Full time. City draw with Juventus in first place. Both teams in first place currently with a shared +8 goal difference and a form of 2 wins each and a head-to-head score not chosen just yet. But yeah, now technically if Juventus and Juventus and Man City draw, we don't know really what happens here because their head-to-head tally will be a draw, and they've also got the same goal difference. It must go to 4 goals, unless, of course, there's some extra, tournament rule where it'll go to extra time, and then penalties to decide a winner, whoever goes to the top of the group and who's second. I would assume that might not happen, though, just because it's a group stage match, and both are going through anyway, but we'll have to see. Maybe imagine if it's golden goal. I've never seen a golden goal in football before in an official match, but that would be pretty crazy if that's the rule. Finally, the match is over. What a wonderful match indeed. Yes, it was a wonderful match there, and the full time, 93 minutes, 29 seconds, 6-0, and that was a brilliant game. Gundogan gets the player of the match there. I think he's voted superior player of the match. Yeah, İlkay Gundogan, and that is all today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video once again, this live stream. Hope to see you again later. We'll be doing, of course, the gaming stream first, horror game, and then we'll be doing the 2 matches at the same time, and then the next 2 after that. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you later. Goodbye, and make sure to like and subscribe as well if you haven't already. Bye.